The rise of paper puppets began in China 1800 years ago. The invention of paper brought with it a new art form, sculpting in paper. Flat two-dimensional paper was easily bent and curled into three-dimensional shapes. Serving religion and the theater first, later a folk art, today paper sculpting attracts professional artists. Amelia Robin started her career as a designer of greeting cards. While creating cards that would fold out to three-dimensional shapes, she thought of designing sculptural paper figures for party decorations. Commercial applications are found in advertising and display. Amelia Robin designed this for the Christmas window of a large chain of shoe stores. A quite simple form of paper sculpture illustrates the qualities of the material and the basic operations which transform it. A flat piece of paper is cut with a pair of scissors to shape a flat, abstracted figure. Now, the limbs of the figure are curled, and the paper retains its new shape. This is sculpting, for the paper is changed from a single flat plane and extended into three dimensions. Paper doilies and cups can be bought at the 5 and dime store. Add some strips of colored paper and staple together. The flat doilies are pulled out of their plane and held around a three-dimensional form. A dandy way to make a candy basket. Amelia Robin uses the pointed end of a compass to score a sheet of construction paper. In order to produce sharp, even folds in this heavy construction paper, it is necessary to score or just break its surface. Now when the paper is folded, first on one side and then the other, there are no cracks, wrinkles, or rounded edges which would spoil the appearance of the accordion folds. The folds not only give a pattern of highlights and shadows to the surface that make it more interesting, but also impart strength to a construction. For example, a lampshade. A scalpel is used to make a series of slices all the way through a sheet of paper. The sheet is rolled and stapled. The cylinder is compressed and stapled to a shorter cylinder. The cuts allow the exterior cylinder to be squeezed down to size, and the resulting curved ribs make a light and delicate Japanese lantern. Construction paper comes in a large variety of colors. Amelia Robin uses available ready-made materials and her ingenuity. The ingenuity especially when the material she wants is not available. For instance, she was not able to find a paper that was blue on one side and white on the other. So she backed a solid blue paper with white contact paper. This material, used for an abstract mobile, allows quick construction and integrates in a simple shape a number of contrasting blue and white areas. An abstraction of nature is the result of a cutting and rolling operation. A paper rose is a fake rose, is a real rose, or is it? From the bas-reliefs of the 18th century to cutouts with applique features to a sculptural treatment of paper. The lightness of the material and its easy handling make paper sculpting an ideal medium of expression in physiotherapy for disabled persons. More than a century ago, another Amelia Blackburn, turned to paperwork. She was an invalid, yet she developed a painstaking technique to show nature's beauties in delicate designs. A collection of her works is preserved in the British Museum. Modern paper sculpting requires basically easy skills. The simple operations may be quickly mastered and the imagination allowed to explore creative paths. Few tools are needed, and paper is an inexpensive art material. A paper farmer boy, tacked to the school bulletin board, will attract a crowd for square dancing. It can help brighten a hospital ward or a church bazaar. Paper sculpting has practical as well as aesthetic satisfactions. Increasing markets are found in advertising, in TV, in displays, and in party decorations. Amelia Robin has developed an original creative style of sculpting in paper. She does not try to imitate solid sculpture. She believes that an artist must be true to his material, and in the case of paper, should show its two-dimensional nature, though it occupies three dimensions. The separate planes of this figure are emphasized by the angling, bending, and curling of the different parts, yet the flat paper quality of the original is still recognizable. How about a barbecue? Figure stands by itself on its cone-shaped base and invites an audience to the dramatic club play. The circus is coming to town with a clown of vari-colored paper, a stick-pin nose, a fancy folded collar, and staple sinews. And then you'll want to try paper sculpture in its purest form, white on white. All you need is a few tools from the five and dime store. Don't be afraid. You'll take to it like a duck to paper, and you'll find no end of fun.